From the campus of Nashville Christian in beautiful Bellevue, Tennessee, this is Mike McPherson along with Coach Colin Wright. And Coach, this is our first broadcast of the basketball season, hosting Hendersonville, and thanks for sitting in with us.
Absolutely. We love a good basketball game, and our girls and boys like to bring it.
So we're standing right now for our prayer and our anthem, and then we'll be back with the starting lineups in a moment. Our nation's anthem as we get ready for the starting lineups. First of all, the Lady Commandos will be introduced. That's number 3, Jaren Jarrett, the point guard. Number 4, Aria Rice. Number 5, Abby Fuqua. Number 15, Lindsay Aldridge. And Caroline Hall, 6-footer, number 34 at the post. They're a big team. And now here's the Lady Eagles. Ava, the Panda Bear Pomeroy. Charlie Harper. And the newcomer, Anna the Fierce Pierce, a junior. And Whitley Barbecue Miller. And 007 Bonds round out the starting lineup as we start 4 perimeter seniors. And Anna Pierce, who came over with her daddy, and we feel like the girls program got the best end of that deal, of course. And we make sure Coach Pierce knows that every day.
Yes, sir. Got to let him know.
So our girls enter this game with a record of 5-0. They have defeated Harpeth Hall, Independence, Summit, Columbia Academy, and Fayetteville. And so this is a big AAA school, Coach Collins. So, and they got somebody that matches up with Anna.
Yeah, the girls are coming off a big tournament win, and they're going to come out hopefully hot and show this AAA team how a smaller team can play.
And they're running an offensive tip. We're in more of a defense mode. Ball is up, tip, and it is controlled by Fuqua. Fuqua sets the point. 007 guarding her. Big girl
looking
comes
for
out.
a dribble
Jared to get
handoff
it.
here.
Hand off to number 3, Jarrett, nothing there. 4, Rice wanted to penetrate Bonds, good pressure on her. She wheels into the lane, but nothing there. They do a little weave action out top. Bonds once again out on Fuqua. So a little dribble handoff action. Now they're looking at the post and then go away from her. Not sure why they're not trying to get the ball into Big Hall. Hall comes out to set the ball screen, then rolls. They got her. Lobs it inside. Elbows girl out of the bounds, hit Bonds in the chest. She fell out, but a nice shot by Hall on the screen and roll, executed to perfection. And Hendersonville gets on the board early. Here's Whitley. Bottom. Miller from downtown. 3-2, Eagles lead. Commandos penetrating, banging off the glass. Good as the left-hander bangs it off the glass nicely. That's Fuqua, and she makes things happen.
I expect to see a lot of the screen and roll, drive and dish out of this team. They're trying to get any passes they can into the post so that tall Hall can get in there and score a bucket pretty easily.
We run a low, get a little weave, and then a blocking call against Hendersonville Christian hitting Panda Bear, and that was number 3, Jarrett, who got the foul. Inbounding, Charlie. Oh, she had Pierce, but the pass got deflected and then knocked off the hands of Charlie. She tried to get the ricochet. So Hendersonville leads 4-3, opening action, non-district contest. A great warm-up for the district season coming up soon. Down screen for Hendersonville. Cut through a little UCLA cut. Number 15 pops out, that's Aldridge. Now she sets a ball screen for Fuqua, who tries to direct traffic.
Expect a pick and roll here.
And here it is again. They didn't even look at her then. I'm sure their coach didn't like that. Here's Rice inside, rejected by Pierce. Scramble on the floor, we've got a jump ball. And Anna Pierce, the Fierce, got up and rejected it for her first block of the game. 4-3, Hendersonville with a small lead as we are at 6 minutes here of the first quarter if you've just joined us. Hendersonville in it's actually a soft man-to-man. Gunning again from the corner. This time Charlie, bottom. 6-4. We're 2 of 2 from threes, Coach.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep shooting. They're packing in the paint to keep us from getting the ball to Anna. So
now they're going to gun downtown. It is no good. Charlie out of there. We're running. Panda Bear in the right corner. Pierce right to the hoop. Nice secondary break there. Nothing there looking. Backs it out smartly, and Charlie sets the court. We had a good-looking secondary break, but they picked it up pretty well. We're on a short court here, so it's easy to get back. Pomeroy on the back door, lays it up left-handed. Good by the Panda Bear. 8-4. Nashville Christian leads, approaching 5 minutes of the first quarter. We're putting a little more intense man-to-man on Hendersonville. It's a double ball screen on both sides, little horns action. Left-hander Fuqua up there, no good. Nice box out by Miller. She's going to bring it herself, looking for Pierce. Left hands it. Ball deflected over to Bonds. Bonds takes it, penetrates, kicks the corner nicely to Pomeroy. Swings it to Miller. Miller penetrates. Kicks out to Bonds from downtown corner. No good. It was a good-looking shot. And Miller's going to get the foul reaching on the rebound. Excellent ball movement by the Lady Eagles. It just didn't fall for us.
It's great to see Ava driving to the left there. We don't see a lot of left-handed drives.
Right.
Most people want to go to the right. That was a great move that she made.
Was 8-4. Lady Eagles lead as we're coming up on the halfway point of the first quarter. Again, the UCLA action. They kind of collide on the screens there as Aldridge clears it to Rice. Rice gets the ball screen. There it is again. And Pierce picks it up nicely. We defended that very well. Good closeout by Whitley. Fuqua driving in. Inside to their big girl. No good. Deflected away. Charlie comes out of there with it. We're running. We don't have the numbers, but we have the speed. And we're going to back out of there. Bonds over to Miller. Thought about the collegiate three. Then backs it out and we'll set the court. 3:59 to go. 8-4. Nashville Christian up on a very tall Hendersonville ball club. Bad pass to Pierce, and now not a smart foul by 007 there. But she gave up, or hopefully she sacrifice the foul for a fast break. We got a couple of new ones in the contest. Reese Peanut Butter Duggar along with JB, the Junkyard Dog, Sizemore. Hendersonville has a double low. They pop out guards on both sides. Do another UCLA cut and a ball screen, another roll. Didn't look at her, thought they had her, but putting up on nicely. Good Rice off the board. Magic Johnson leaning up and getting it 8-6. Nashville Christian leading. First quarter action. Good basketball game, good crowd, and our boys football team will be probably piling in here in a few minutes as they get ready for the state tournament. And the ball taken in, a little bit of a wild, out-of-control layup by Harper. Hendersonville in front court quickly. They set the court, looking inside, and Duggar's having to guard their big girl. And she bodies her, and nice defense that time. We come away perfectly after the miss, and here's Harper. Crossover, sets the court up at 3 minutes of the first quarter. Lady Eagles up 8-6. Hendersonville backing up a little bit on their man. Reese sets a ball screen and she rolls. Nothing there, back out top as Whitley and her alternate. Layup inside as a nice pass inside to Duggar. And, Coach, what did they call?
They said that she was pushing her, but it's not going both ways because Reese was having to work to defend their big. And for an undersized post, you'd think they'd give that to her. She was working.
Well, that was a great pass. It was perfectly timed.
Great finish, too.
Duggar made a great catch and finish, but it is negated by the foul. 8-6. Bounce pass over here. Gunning Martin, or throwing it inside. No good. Duggar hustles nicely. She got hit. And a nice call on the baseline. The officials are doing a pretty good job controlling the game.
Yeah, that was the similar call. It looked like that they were banging around down there, and it looked like he didn't want to call it at first.
Right. It was a little bit late call. We'll take it. 8-6, 2.5 to go first quarter. On a rainy night, our football team preparing for the state championship this Thursday. Wish we could bring you that action, but copyright rules. Miller downtown again. This time she's a little short. Ball is deflected on the rebound, and they're going to call Hendersonville over the back. And, Coach, if you can always get those numbers for me on who fouled.
Yeah, I think they called that on JB Sizemore, actually. They called that a foul on us.
They certainly did. We marched the other way. So Sizemore did get it. Pierce back into the contest. JB Sizemore in there with Bonds and Pomeroy picking up the point. Harper's guarding a guard who pops out. She gets it. There's a handoff fake. Drives, left-handed. Fuqua gets it up good. Didn't get to use the backboard, but looped it over the rim. Fast break quickly, 8-8. Panda Bear in the corner, looks inside to Pierce. Takes all the way in, kicks out here to JB. She drives, she's tripped. And both teams committing a few fouls here. That'll be the third. And we should get the ball baseline out of bounds.
I think that was on 15. Lindsay Aldridge. Or Allen Ridge.
Okay. We set the play, nothing there, so we're going to lob out to Bonds. Bonds sets the court, gives to Charlie downtown, collegiate three, a tad long. So we've cooled off a little bit in a tie game at Nashville Christian. The Commandos quickly in the front court, whipping the ball back and forth on the wing, and they try to hit a cutter, no good, but it's picked up loosely by the guard, and they're swinging the ball out of that corner, and they do it nicely. Looking inside at the big girl. Pierce is guarding her nicely, and a scoop layup is no good, but another foul called on the Lady Eagles. She'll get two. Who was that one on, Coach? Did you see?
I believe it's on JB again.
Sizemore reaching in on the shot. She'll get the two in a tie game. Eyes the mark. It's too long off the iron.
If you hear a little bit of shouting from some fans nearby, the post has spent a good majority of time in the paint.
Barbecue and Peanut Butter back into the contest. The second toss is made good. So Hendersonville has the lead at 9-8. Charlie Harper is now facing an extended 2-3, and they're coming out to possibly trap. We whip it over, deflected out of bounds as we try to skip to Miller. And somehow they're saying Miller touched the ball. Okay, they're turning it around. Good job that time of the officials making sure we got the right call. It's the best we can get on a review these days.
Yes, sir. Looks like we've got two bigs in. This is an unusual set for us.
Miller wanted the three. They closed out pretty tightly. She whirl dribbles, kicks to Duggar, who gets shoved in the corner. He raised his hand to call the foul and didn't do it. Miller downtown, leans in and out. No good as it rims off the iron. 9-8, Hendersonville with the lead, 54 seconds to go. They come out and set a double horn screen out top. Big girl goes diagonally down to the lane. Pierce picks her up nicely. Duggar closes out on the ball. They hit a cutter down low, nothing there. This is Jarrett, feeds inside, and Fierce knocks it away nicely. Here comes Harper, 35 seconds. Kicks that to Miller. Miller probably should have spotted up for the three, and she went in. I think that's what Harper thought she was going to do.
Yeah, I would like to see Charlie take it to the goal right there. Get fouled, get a couple free throws.
So we sub again. Panda Bear picks up the ball. 28 seconds to go. Nashville Christian down 9-8 here at home. Nice pressure. She lays it down just in time. We force the baseline nicely. Little ghost play. Kicks it from the corner nicely with 14 seconds left. And that's a 12-8 game.
That was 0. Chloe Brown.
5 seconds. Here goes Panda Bear. Gives to Charlie. She's got 3 seconds. She's going to launch an NBA. It will be a tad long. And so a nice three there at the buzzer as they ran a little ghost baseline play and whipped it nicely out of bounds and back into the girl in the corner, and she rips it. So with timeout on the court with the score, Hendersonville 12, Nashville Christian 8. We'll be back in a moment. Say, and our station identification, I want you to say, this is the Nashville Christian Broadcasting Network. Back at Eagle Arena. We're going to have to name this gym after someone. So,
why not you, Coach?
Well, no, I'll be dead and gone soon, so I can't enjoy it. So if you stay here about 50 years, you might get it. I think I'm going to have a bathroom named after me, possibly a commode, so I'm excited about that.
Maybe a porta potty?
Yeah. Not actually in the building. So Nashville Christian jumps traps. And a nice call. She pushed off. That trap surprised her. And Coach Dustin Patton pulls that usually at the quarter to open the quarter, and it worked beautifully that time. Give us a chance to get within a it's a two-possession game now. Coach Siegenthaler is asking the official something and showed a little frustration there. Not sure what happened. So Hendersonville still in their man-to-man. Pierce pops to the corner, gets it back out to Pomeroy. And we get an exchange with Harper downtown. It's a little long, but slapped out nicely by 007. Pomeroy has it again, drives in, kicks to Pierce along the baseline. She had the shot, gives to Miller out top, whips to the right side to Harper. 12-8. Hendersonville leads, 7:34 of the second quarter. Pierce comes to a high elbow. We interchange with Barbecue now to 007. She's cut off. Long skip to Pomeroy. They whip it to Harper. Harper back out top to Miller. Miller in the corner to Bonds, looking at Pierce. We're moving the ball around the perimeter. Not a lot of cutting action right now. Here's Pomeroy bouncing. Not a good pass. Pierce's triple team gets it out of there. Harper takes it all the way and lays up the board. They're going to call a push. And Harper went flying in there, but was bailed out and will shoot two. 12-8, 7:04 to go with the second quarter.
I believe they called it on number 21, Hannah Martin.
12-8, 7:04 left. Hendersonville getting ready to bring in 3 fresh troops.
That's what I like to see out of Charlie, attacking the goal. I wish Anna would have taken that short corner shot a little bit earlier. She has it in her repertoire, but it seemed like the ball was moving quick. Maybe it's in their game plan to swing it quick, but I think she can knock those down. I'd like to see her be a little more confident.
Harper guns the first one, good. Second shot is also made good. 12-10, Hendersonville with the ball. 7:04 to go. Hendersonville walks it up slowly. Charlie guarding the ball, gets around the screen nicely. There's another screen there, not much of one. And their big girl, Hall. Ball kicked out into the corner. It is no good. Hall goes after it, slaps the ball right into Harper's face. Harper beats 3 people. Long pass in front court to Pomeroy, driving the baseline, is held. And nice job of Pomeroy taking it baseline. That'll be the 6th foul on Hendersonville, so we'll 1 away from the bonus. We'll bring the ball in on the baseline. We're going to line up Pierce on the block, and we screen away. We're going to rip it all the way around to Harper on the right side. They pick it up pretty nicely, so she'll come out, set the play. Miller in the corner, back to Harper as they play catch. 6:27 to go. Eagles down 12-10, and a good one here in Bellevue. Here's Pomeroy. Tries to penetrate, kicks to Bonds, quickly to Harper. Harper tries a little crossover. Here's Bonds, takes it in the lane, wheels. Hendersonville, nice sagging man-to-man, but Miller comes open from the right wing. She's cooled off a little bit. Nice rebound, Pierce. Pierce out to Harper. Quickly to Bonds. Bonds to Pomeroy from downtown. No good. Pierce on the board. Nice scrape. Hits Harper to Miller. Lays it up. Good! Pierce kept the ball alive. Great movement by the Eagles, and we tied at 12. 5:50 to go.
That was great play from Anna Pierce and great ball movement from the team as a whole.
She is going to the boards hard, battling Caroline Hall. 2 tall girls in there. And Hall really backs her out on the post. And Anna is just fighting right back with her. So these 2 girls are really Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier inside. Hall wants a foul on Pierce. Pierce doesn't say anything. I thought the foul was on Hall.
Yeah, it seems like she's hooking a little bit in there.
Inside, she's got the, they finally called it, Coach. That's right. She got the seal and held off Pierce and was holding. The coach definitely disagree, Coach Reed, but it will go back to the Eagles. National Christian is in the bonus, so we'll walk the court.
It's a little strange that we're shooting. It seemed to be an offensive foul. They usually don't allow shots off offensive fouls, I didn't think.
And I agree. I don't know if that rule has recently changed. I don't keep up with. Okay, now they're bringing it back. You're right, Coach.
Yeah,
that rule has not changed.
Yeah, I was a little confused. I was like, typically that will not be a shooting foul.
All right, Harper to set the court in a tie game. Lob, Miller wide open. What are they doing? They left her open. Did she make it? The crowd tells you, good. 15-12, Eagles. Miller with her second 3.
Yeah, Whitley has a total of 8 points right now,
All
so
right.
definitely carrying us a little bit.
15-12, Bonds, good pressure on the corner. Now Miller closes out in the corner. Also, world dribble, nothing there. Excellent defense, man-to-man. Pierce guarding their big girl this time, and there is Noel. Noel and Pierce going at it now, and they throw it away. Good defense that time. Harper picks it up, roaring past the timeline. Will she take it all the way? Stops at the pivot, throws the ball out to Bonds from the midcourt line almost. No good. Good shot, though. 15-12 as it goes in and out. 4.5 to go, second quarter. National Christian leading 15-12. A lot of physical action, a lot of banging inside. Both teams going at it. Fuqua goes in there, no good. Pierce with the board, clears it over to Harper. Harper, secondary break, brings it up, and I think we'll set the court. 4:14 to go. Eagles lead 15-12. Now we bring Pomeroy out top, elbow, back door. Pomeroy, left hand left, good as Bonds hit her on the back door play. Performed to perfection. Coach, we get a 5-point lead halfway through the second quarter.
This is some great play from our girls. Very fundamental and frustrating on defense.
Hendersonville trying to drive to the block, nothing there. They get to Fuqua. She wanted the 3. Gets the ball instead to Jarrett. And this time they're going to get Pierce as the pass was thrown inside to big Mac Noel. And the foul will go on Pierce. That will be our 6th, I believe. 17-12 and a really good game here. Now we've got 3 reinforcements for the first time in this game. 8th grader Aniston Allgood, and also Reese's Peanut Butter Duggar. Also Hannah Johnson has checked in. So they're going to down screen the inbounder, gets back to her, but Pomeroy picks it up nicely, but shouldn't have jumped on the shot fake. And they're going to gun a 3, no good. Good block out that time by Allgood, and she's going to probably get charged with the foul as she pushed Is that, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that, Ainlage? I'll try to get the exact pronunciation. Allange, I apologize. I should have checked on that earlier. So Hendersonville is going to shoot the free throws. So I apologize to her parents. Lindsay is, we'll just say Lindsay's going to the line. So I know I got that right. 17-12, Nashville Christian leads by 5. Ainlage, Isaac guns it off the back iron, no good. Duggar with a nice block out. Here's to Pomeroy. Gives to the 8th grader, all good. Kicks outside. Hannah Johnson airs it, but she had confidence putting it up there. 17-12, Nashville Christian, the 5-point lead. Good pressure by Pomeroy. Bonds has the point now, all good, denying the right side. Ball goes to her girl. Johnson's got the ball picked up on the right side. Bonds picks it up top. They whip it quickly around the rim of the 3-point line, but we deflect it away. Nice job. Here's Bonds, shoves off, lays it up. Good! But they call a charge. Our bench is in stunned disbelief.
Yeah.
Interesting call, Coach.
Well, our bench may not agree with it, but she lowered the shoulder a little bit. And Grayson is a very hard-nosed player.
All right, we'll, those of you at home, you may want to rewind and take a look at that. Coach Wright believes it was a good call, so we'll go with that.
I'll be mad about it because I'm supporting our team, but as an objective analyst, I will say that I think it's a good call.
Appreciate your professionalism. 17-12 as we enter under 3 minutes left. 2:55 to go. Little pass and cut action here for Hendersonville. They got a 5-out pass and cut. Penetrate, a little wheel action. Ball inside or into the corner. Pomeroy, boy, she slapped the ball, and they say she got skinned.
That was less good of a call, in my personal opinion.
So
Both groups growing really small right here. If you
yes,
look,
they are.
Getting the bigs a little bit of a rest, but that's about to change. Right as I said it, Coach.
Pierce will come in, and she'll replace the 8th grader Allgood. And she needs to replace Reese down low. And that's not the lineup on the bottom that we wanted. We should have Reese on the other side with Pierce. Now they get it right. Shot is made good, 17-13. I just figured out they printed this. It's Allridge. Lindsay Allridge. And Lindsay makes it a 17-14 ball game. 2:41 to go.
Coaches seem to be frustrated about something or some kind of miscommunication.
A calls over the arena for a moment. And now Nashville Christian. Nice lob inside Pierce. Threw it up a little bit, but going over her back.
It's number 0.
Was number 0, and that's Chloe Brown, the third post that they played. And Pierce whipped her down low, but threw the shot up. Should have kind of got her feet up underneath her and taken her time putting it up. But she gets over the back call, and she'll embrace the 1-and-1. 3-point lead. Pierce first free throw of the night, and no good. And so Hendersonville clears the ball. 2:25 to go into front court. Here comes Rice. Picked up by 007. Duggar picks up the right wing. They're still passing and cutting. They bring their big girl outside, who is Brown. Pass and cut offense. We're picking up nicely, though, and it's still by Pomeroy, but she gets the ball back. Kicks in the corner. Nice ball fake, pass fake. And reaching is Nashville Christian on Brown, and she'll get to go to the line as the action has been slowed somewhat by a few fouls.
Yeah, I believe that foul was on Whitley for a reach in there, but it looked like it was a little close. I would have let it go if it was me.
2 shots for Chloe Brown. She eyes it, guns it off the back iron. And, Coach, I'm waiting for our football guys to pour in here. That'll make our crowd interesting here as they've been practicing at the Titan field today, I believe.
Yes, they have, and they are locked in for what remains to be, but will likely be a very, very good game between two very good teams.
Chloe Brown makes the second one. Pierce checks out. Junkyard Dog checks in. J.B. Sizemore. 17-15, Eagles with a 2-point lead. Now a 2-3 zone by Hendersonville, so we'll set a zone attack. J.B. comes out to the left side of the circle. We whip the ball to Pomeroy on the right side. As a little delayed action here. Pomeroy's going to lose it. Nice steal. Ball taken all the way in, laid up nicely good by Jarrett. As she pickpocked and ties it at 17. Pomeroy quickly in front court. She's got a dead ball, but gets it relieved by Harper. Tied up, 1.5 to go in the half. And a good one here at Nashville Christian. Peanut Butter sits a nice screen. Breaks her legs. Harper takes it in. Floater nicely made off the glass. She broke her ankles, went down the lane left-handed, and put in her right hand for the floater to take a 2-point lead as we approach the 1 minute mark.
I think she needs to go back and pick up her shoes. They're still on the other end of the court.
Ball whipped around the corners. They're running a 5-man pass and cut. Nice penetration by Fuqua. Excellent job getting her body squared up as she drove the baseline left-handed. Miller wanted the three, but they closed out. Harper had it, now backs up. 54 seconds to go in a tie game. Miller lobs it back to O'Charley. O'Charley looks at Panda Bear cut through. JB come out to get the ball, but she's waved off now. Ball screened by Reese. Downtown, three, bottom. 22-19. Good screen by Reese, and O'Charley nails it in a walk. Excellent call. And Coach Patton was helping the official with the call. I think he looked over at him like, I think I can do it.
Coach, funny story. I did that exact motion in one of the games that I was coaching just the other day, and I got a technical foul for that. So Coach might want to watch himself.
You're more intimidating than Coach Patton. 20 seconds left. Lady Eagles go for one. And we look for the backdoor play, and they read it nicely. Pomeroy almost got it back, but they've stolen it. She almost fouled there in the corner. They bring it out, 9 seconds. Here's the last play of the game. Hendersonville's going to have to take a long downtown three. Did she make it? She gunned it good, and that's Martin with her first points of the night beside a free throw, and what a time to hit it. And so we go to the half, tied at 22. All right, we're going to take a brief break, and then Coach Cullen is going to have some of the highlights, point totals, and we'll be back after this station identification. Coach Cullen, do you have time to run down any of the stats here for let's start with our team.
Yeah, for our team, our leading scorer tonight is Charlie Harper. She has a total of 10 points, with the next leading scorer being Whitley Miller. And for the other team, the Abby Fuqua seems to be the leading scorer with 6.
It's tied at 22 as Hendersonville hit a three-pointer at the buzzer nicely off a transition. And a low-scoring game, but good crowd and good competition. Now Hendersonville looks like they're a little confused on their defense. Looks like a 2-3 zone. Boy, they pick it out. And coming out of there with it, but losing it out of bounds is Aria Rice. It'll go back to the Navy and white.
I'll give the credit there to Grayson Bond. She laid out and made that turnover happen.
And here's the handoff,
dribble
and the
handoff.
Harper lays it up good. Excuse me, that was Bonds. Excuse me, that's Harper. I can't see, ladies and gentlemen. Nice handoff by Pierce to Harper. That's Charlie Harper. High post, receives it out high at the elbow, above the elbow. A couple of fake handoffs, then they finally give to the driver. Kicks in the corner, gunning downtown, rims. It was a good shot, no good. Bonds comes out of there with it, keeps the pivot foot, and brings it into front court. Harper sets the court, 24-22, Nashville Christian, and a fun one here in Bellevue. Pierce comes to the corner and is going to down screen for Harper for the three. She had it, still had it, but Pomeroy will take it. Pomeroy will make it.
Saw that one coming a mile away.
27-22, 6:50 to go. So Hendersonville in a fight right here. 27-22, 6:40 to go. Hendersonville plays catch out top as they exchange guards. Again, they're trying to get the ball into their big girl, Hall. Pierce has done a really good job with her. They've really both done an outstanding job on each other. Ball screen.
I was going to say, Coach, they have been battling with one another, and there's 2 points between the two of them.
Stolen. Harper lobs ahead to Pomeroy. She goes in, jump stops, fakes, lays it up. She got killed, but will go to the line after the foul on Aldridge. Nice steal, fast break. Nashville Christian goes to the line. The Panda Bear, 27-22, 6:16 to go. Third quarter action. Eyes it, guns it, airs that one. Don't ever see that.
I think she surprised herself there.
Yes, I think the whole arena is a little surprised. Eyes it, guns it, rolls it in. 28-22.
I think she was planning that one the first time, but it just didn't turn out the same.
Hendersonville's Rice brings it in the front court in a 6-point game. Approaching the 6-minute mark of the third quarter. Our bench trying to encourage the defense. We're playing softer now, but the big posts are really battling it inside. She had Pierce on her back. Boy, they're really fighting. They're going to call 3 seconds. Coach Reed for them is really, I guess she's really getting on to her girl for not throwing it in, and that's probably a pretty good question.
Yeah, we were asking ourselves the same question earlier. They were running that pick and roll, and it seemed like it was open, but they just did not want to throw it for some reason.
Sure, that's not what she wants. Pomeroy lays it down, takes it all the way in, lays up left-handed nicely, too far, but knocked out of bounds by Hall. The ball retained possession by the Eagles on the baseline. If you're driving the car listening, we're moving left to right across your radio dial. The Eagles will be on the right side of your radio dial right now. Into Pierce. Didn't have the play, so we swing it to Bonds. Bonds to Pomeroy, to Miller in the right corner. Nothing there. They whip it back out top. 28-22, 5.5 left in the third quarter. Good non-district action between these teams. Good scheduling here by the coaches. Bonds wanted to get the back door to Miller, but she's tied up nicely on the double team. So they hopped her real quick on that as we had burnt them earlier. 5:18. Jarrett to bring it up. Her team is in a 6-point deficit. Double post down screen. And we got a call away from the ball on Hall. Big play. And Coach Reed is really asking, what did she do? So some frustration down low. And we're going to see some really intense play continue down there in the low post. Hendersonville Picks up man-to-man exchange. Bonds looks for the back door to Harper. A little high. Rice picks up the steal. Ball deflected by the big girl Hall to Rice. Ball in the corner. Hall just levels her on the screen. Not even, that's a frustration foul there, Coach.
I think so. She's been really good with those pick and rolls. She's been timing her screens perfectly. But I think the long battle between the two posts is really getting to Hall.
That was a frustration, and Mac Noel will check in for her if she goes down and is really frustrated.
Coach Patton's going to use this opportunity with Hall out to get Anna some crucial rest minutes.
Right. So the team substitute, platooning the 2-3 zones with Hendersonville. Duggar comes out, sits a high ball screen. It goes to Miller. Wanted to shoot it to Duggar in the key. Back to Harper. Downtown. Did she make it? No. Bounds off the rim. Aldridge with the board. Hendersonville. Jarrett down the right side. Backs out. Hop back three. No good. Good rebound. Oh, it's taken away. Laid up, back up. Good nicely as we had the board. And then Fuqua with a nice job there. Harper quickly in the front court looking for Duggar. JB downtown. Strong. No good. And now Hendersonville with a little bit of momentum, down 4 halfway through the third quarter. Ball out top. Inside, their big girl lays it up. Good. No good. It was a good shot. She had Duggar sealed but missed the easy post play. It's 28-24. 3:47 to go.
You can't play better defense there than Reese did. Undersized, walled up, make her make a mistake, and that's what she did. She made her miss the shot. Great defense there.
Nashville Christian now 4 out. Peanut Butter inside. Now she goes to the short corner, comes back across the lane. JB cuts through, nothing there. Here's Harper, lays it down on the dribble. Duggar, Sizemore tries to get it out of there. And the ball taken away. Hendersonville down 4, another chance to cut it to one possession. She's trying to take her one-on-one. Rice takes it in, lays it up, no good. Ball is struggled for on the baseline. Finally, Sizemore gets it out of there, throws it over to Harper. Harper struggling past the timeline. Good pressure by Rice, he fouls her. No, we get a timeout. So we'll take a station identification timeout at this moment.
This is the Nashville Christian Broadcasting Network.
So, Coach, update some of our scores.
So, really, the story of the third quarter for the Nashville Christian Eagles has been Ava Pomeroy. She has been shooting the ball, being more aggressive, and that's what we really need. We need people to spread the floor for our players like Whitley and Charlie, who have been predominantly scoring in the first half. If we can get people like Reese and Grayson and Ava and JB, we can get them out there scoring. It's going to be a hard team to handle. We just want them to be aggressive and make themselves a threat.
We've had a good start. We're 5-0 on the year and playing a very good Hendersonville team. The great state of Hendersonville. Great city of Hendersonville. Used to go to church near there, and just a great city to grow up in and live. 28-24. Here's Miller getting the ball in a diagonal screen for Pierce. Nothing there. Harper sets the court. They're still in a 2-3 zone. No, it's actually a soft. No, it is. It's kind of a matchup. Yeah, they're staying in a zone, and we get a screen foul called on 007, trying to get Pomeroy open for a three on kind of that elevator play. 28-24.
I don't know about that one. It seemed like the girl was trying to work through the screen, and she just fell trying to go through the middle. But, I can't be mad at it.
28-24, 2:20 to go. Hendersonville looks inside. Pierce doing a great job on their new post girl in the game, Noel. They're trying to go to her. Pierce is really working. Those girls are going to be tired tonight. Pierce is just working her carcass off down low. Ball screen out here. Guards flare out. They try to get some overload action. Ball in the right corner. Still nothing there. They try to go inside. Well, we had great defense, but Bonds gets the hack on the wrist and a technical. Foul called on Bonds with a little chippy comment to the official.
I don't know about that one. That seems a little weak for a technical foul.
Grayson, she did not protest it, and neither did Coach, so maybe it was a legit call.
Yeah, maybe she said something that we could not see or nor hear.
It was probably, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Here's the shot up by Jarrett. Good. 28-25. And she'll get the second one and possession. 1:52 to go third quarter. That rims out no good. So a one-possession game. They set Bonds out.
Let her cool down for a second. Get back in.
Let the little Ole Miss girls sit down for a second. Parents both athletes at Mississippi. That's not an over and back. They changed that rule about 25 years ago. Hendersonville left side. You can jump from front court into back court and be airborne, whatever, doesn't matter. They changed the rules so there wouldn't be that confusion. Here comes Miller roaring past the timeline between the circles. 28-25 as here's Harper downtown. No good. It was a good-looking shot. We've taken some good threes. Not all of them there. Coach Wright wanted to walk on the baseline there. 1:22 to go. Here comes Rice. Takes it in there, throws it up nicely, left-handed over Pierce with Harper right up her nose, cutting it to one. Here's Pomeroy, goes all the way and stolen by Rice. Picks it up, throws, lobs ahead. Nice job to Jarrett. They whip it across for the downtown three, in and out. Boy, that was a big play there. That would have brought the Hendersonville people unglued. This time, the infraction against Nashville Christian, it will go to the Commandos on the baseline. So a good little spurt here by the Commandos to cut it to one. Ball thrown out top, quickly into the corner. They look inside, they drive baseline, kick to the corner. Driving, and boy, there's a huge collision. What are they going to call? They're going to call a block as the official out top was ready to call a charge, and he deferred to the baseline official. Going to the line is Aldridge.
That was a massive collision there.
Boy, it was. There was some heads being rocked then. She eyes it, guns it, knocks it out of the rim.
Some would say that the ball does not lie there.
28-27. You know, I've never read that proverb. It never seemed to work for my teams. 52.3 to go in the third quarter. 28-27. Second shot will also drop off the rim, but going over the back is Noel as Pierce, man, she has really played hard. Her dad, the all-time leading scorer in all levels of basketball history, Coach Pierce had no assist in his career. Shot it every time he got it, and but still, I'm not taking anything away from him. So
you got to be doing something right.
He
Coach.
was a great player, and his girl's doing a fine job for us. We're blessed to have her. We've really got all the ingredients we need. JB cuts inside, Powers throws it away, had nowhere to go with it. Kind of got trapped, kind of in no man's land, twilight zone, up on her toes, had to get rid of it.
Patton's a little frustrated with that pass
Yeah.
there. He was hoping they would kick it out and be a little more under control.
There was no wing there. She kind of committed to that kick out. 28-27. Let's see if the Commandos go for one here. 30 seconds left. Hendersonville with a handoff. JB, good pressure there. She's dead. Right side pass and a ball screen. Inside. Knocked away by Pierce. Ball picked up by Whitley. 18 seconds to go. Here's Harper. Let's pull out, go for one. 16 seconds. They come out to double teamer. It's going to go off her foot, and they will call it to the Commanders. Actually, the Commandos. 8.4 to go.
Charlie better be careful. She's doing the same thing that Grayson did.
Exactly.
Maybe.
That's exactly right, Coach. 8.4 to go. Rice with it. 6 seconds. 5. Takes in the lane. And are they going to call? Well, once again, the official who was in front of it deferred to the other official. I've never seen that twice in a row. 3.8 to go.
If it's your call, you got to be confident in it.
They shouldn't have left her open. She's going to take it down the lane, lays it up in time. No good. Good drive. The Lady Eagles take a small 1-point lead to the third quarter. So we'll take a brief timeout with the score. In Bellevue, our undefeated Lady Eagles at 5-0 lead 28-27 over the Hendersonville Commandos. We'll be back in a moment. Back at Eagle Arena. I want to name this place something. Coach Keaton has the football field named after him. So 28-27. Eagles put it in play. Harper faces a 2-3 matchup. Miller comes to the high post. So we've got a high-low action with Pierce down low. Now Miller comes to the right corner. Inside of Pierce, great post. Lays it up. Good as she got the position. They couldn't foul her. Mac Noel had to back off a little bit. Excellent post by Pierce. 30-27, 7:40 to go.
Glad to see her finally get rewarded for all the hard work she's been putting in.
Boy, she has. She's been the unsung hero in this contest. 7.5, three-point game. They lob it inside nicely to Mac Noel after a great left-handed pass under, I believe, from Fuqua. Back to 1 point. This is a good one going down to the wire. Good crowd here, not quite capacity, but a great Tuesday night crowd on the school night. Miller drives, lays it up. It's rejected, knocked out of bounds by Hendersonville, retained by the Eagles under the ball, under the goal, 30-29. I know they're the Lady Eagles, but often they're Eagles. So inside to Pierce, lays it down. Inside, Pomeroy, another air. Harper back overhead, no good. JB reaches in, no foul. Here comes Hendersonville, a chance to take the lead. Going past the timeline, Jarrett backs out of there. Pomeroy putting good pressure on her. Ball out top to Rice. Rice tries to take it into the lane. That time Harper picks her up nicely. She had nothing there. Hendersonville wanted to shoot a downtown three. Fuqua really pressured good by Miller. And timeout, Hendersonville, smart timeout there as they were in a little bit of trouble out top.
So they a double dribble there.
Boy, it was. The crowd over there thought it was. So at 30-29, Nashville Christian with a 1 point lead at 6:40 to go of the contest. Boys action right after this. We'll be with you. Be here all night. Probably we can spend the night, just call some makeup games here, Coach. We'll be here late.
Yeah, Coach, we could get into the ASMR game. Just talk, tell stories.
That's right.
People might want to fall asleep to us.
That'd be a sad thought. So Hendersonville with the ball under the goal. That ball ought to go side.
Yeah, it should be on the sideline.
Because it's above the free throw line, so that helps out Hendersonville there for an inbounds play. Jarrett with the ball, Rice with the ball. Left side to Martin. They whip the ball around to Fuqua. They exchange out top. Martin inside, lays it up to Fuqua. She misses it, no good. Are they going to call a foul on Pierce? Boy, they are. Officials have called a generally pretty good game here lately. There's a couple of little iffy calls that concern the fans.
It just seems that they don't call them when you think they would.
Fuqua left hands it up there off the back rim, no good. So we maintain the 1 point lead. 30-29, 6:24 to go. Undefeated Lady Eagles trying to maintain that win streak at 5. Make it go to 6. Here's Pomeroy after the miss. After JB chased it down in the corner. Now they're extending. It's a 1-2, 1-1. Well, we almost stood away. Miller, nice save. And now we're going to throw the ball away. No, Pomeroy picks it up. Backs out of there. They're really coming after us.
She came out swinging there.
Boy, she did. 30-29. Now it's a 1-3-1. Ball in the corner. Miller downtown. Bottom from Charlotte Pike. Stream music for a 33-29 lead.
That'll get the student section up and up and happy.
We came to life there at 5:48 to go, 4-point lead. Hendersonville really needs a basket here to stay with us. Ball inside, and it's going to be a call on Pierce fouling Noel, and that's our 7th, so she'll get to go to the line for a 1-and-1, I believe. The officials don't see the clock yet, and now the buzzer reminds them this is a 1-and-1.
I don't mind that foul there. Anna's working hard.
Yeah. 33-29. Mac Noel is really battling with her. Caroline Hall has not been in this quarter. She was in some foul trouble and frustration. Ball bouncing good. 33-30. Long way to go and only a one-possession game. Nashville Christian, it feels like we're controlling the game, but it's a one-possession lead. And that one possession is down to 2 points after the made free throw.
Yeah, it seems like we've controlled. It seems like a soccer match. We've controlled a lot of the possession. We've dictated the flow of the game, but when putting the ball in the hoop, we just have missed some crucial layups.
Chloe Brown checks in. They've still got their starter, Paul, on the bench. Pomeroy looks for the world dribble to Harper. Downtown from the corner. It's a little long. No good. Picking the ball up, Brown. Hands to Rice. Rice past the timeline. Wants to take it all the way. Stop. She's cut off nicely by Harper. And the ball knocked away, but picked up. Pierce with a nice post-defensive deflection. 33-31. Hendersonville down 2. 5:08 to go. Ball screen. She takes it instead back to the left side. Picks another one up. Noel Saunders down low. She's got the position on Pierce. Turns, lays it up left-handed. Good. Nice post. Pierce could not get around her, and she turned with the mini left-hand hook and ties it. Coach, 4:50 to go. We're going to the wire.
Exciting game here, folks.
We're in a 1-3-1 now. Inside to Pierce, deflected away and stolen. Hendersonville has seized the ball and control and the game. Momentum, but it's tied at 33.
You can see a little bit of the fatigue coming in for Anna Pierce. She is having to battle the combined three posts for Hendersonville.
That's a great point. Hendersonville trips but maintains possession. In a tie game, we're approaching the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Ball screen up top. They don't use it. Now the ball brought to the left wing and back out top, and JB trying to deny the pass to Brown. Picks up the diving denial foul, and that will send them back to the line with a chance to take the lead at 4:09 of the fourth quarter, Coach.
Yeah, we got to get some help down there for Anna. She's working hard.
Shot is missed. Noel got the rebound because she pushed off on Pierce, and we get control with a chance to seize the lead back. Let's see what Coach Dustin Patton dials up here.
I'd love to see some help defense for Anna. She's been working hard all game. We got to give her a break of some kind. If she's got to be on the court, we got to get somebody down there to help deny front or back, one of the two.
Hendersonville back in the man-to-man. Nashville Christian look inside Pierce. She doesn't have the position. I think she's taking a little bit of a rest here. Miller, right side, Panda Bear. 3:50 to go in a tie game. Now Coach changes the play. Trying to get to Harper. Instead, Miller. She'll take it into the key and is fouled. They could not stay with Miller. She had the step advantage.
15.
And Aldridge reached in for the foul. That's their 6th. We'll maintain possession. Side out of bounds.
It seems the refs have become a little more keen to some of the more aggressive play that we saw in the first half.
Harper to inbounds. We send a girl to the corner. Miller wanted it instead to Pomeroy. Left side Harper from the Charlotte Pike Avenue. Did she make it? The crowd tells you she made it. An immediate timeout for Coach Patton to set the defense. And what a big shot at the 3:35 mark to give us the 3-point lead.
I'll tell you, Coach, I would never want to be a defender playing against a confident Charlie Harper.
Let's go with give our scores for the game. Let's go with Nashville Christian first. The totals, if you've got them.
So the totals, Nashville Christian's at 36. In the fourth quarter, we've got 3 from Charlie Harper. We've got 2 from Anna Pierce, finally getting rewarded for all her hard work. And we've got another 3 from Whitley Miller. It's been a bit scarce on the scoring in the second half for the Eagles, but for the Commandos, Mac Noel has been getting a substantial amount of points for the Commandos.
We were tied at 22 at the half. The Commanders down 1 possession, 3:34 to go. Rice in the front court. They have a double low post. Now high post comes out, pick up. That's Hall is back in. She checked back in. So they've waited the 3-minute mark. Go into her. She had the position on Pierce, and Pierce had to reach to stop her. Nice posting by Hall, who we have not seen in a while. And they're going to send Hall to the line. She'll get a 1-and-1. So Pierce, one of the few times she got beat down there at the block. And Hall will go to the line with a 1-and-1.
Yeah, Coach, this is where I would love to see Coach Patton stack us in the paint a little bit more to help out Anna, especially with the Commandos having their fresh starting post-ins.
The free throw is no good, and it's knocked out by Pierce. Hendersonville will maintain possession. And Pierce got confused there for a second. Hendersonville quickly inbounds it, 36-33. Looked like when you try to get the football scrimmage real quickly before the referee stopped the action. Ball whipped around in a downtown three. Bounces out, no good. Ball to Pierce. Pierce to JB. JB throws it high to Pomeroy. Sticks down the pivot foot out to Whitley, no good. They're battling for the board. It goes out of bounds. It will go to Hendersonville. Battling for the ball. JB went up. They're going to say she slapped it out. Hendersonville will call a timeout once again, down 3. 2:46 to go. We'll be back in a moment. Well, if you missed the anthem at the beginning of the game, we're playing it again with 2:46 to go. The crowd started standing, and that's a first.
Coach Sig is not going to be very happy about that one, Coach.
I tell you, it's one of about 100 firsts for me at Nashville Christian. The national anthem begins in the fourth quarter, and a lot of people decided, let's go with it. 2:46 to go.
Maybe that's the jolt we need to get ourselves through this fourth quarter.
Go USA. 36-33.
We did get the win against Iran today.
Oh, what a shove off. Oh, my goodness. What a frustration foul as Jarrett, like a Muhammad Ali punch, knocked her 10 feet away. One of the most obvious aggressive fouls in the history of basketball.
Some would say frustration foul.
I think so. 36-33, and that's a big play for Hendersonville with a chance there to cut it to 1 or tie it. So we're going to go into our 4-corner or 3-high, 2 in the corner. And, boy, we're going to be hard to guard in this situation. We got
I think
3 really good handlers and finishers out there.
I think Coach Patton really wants to pull them out of the paint to try to make them really work for this defensive possession.
Harper to Pierce. Pierce kicks it back out to Harper. 2:12 to go. Got 3 along the midcourt line. Bounce to Miller. They come to trap. We give to JB. Dangerously saves it. Back to Harper. Harper to Pomeroy. Pomeroy lays it down left-handed. Ooh, nice ankle breaker. Hands it to Miller. Miller just under 2 minutes. Nice left-hand bounce. Inside to JB. She pulls it out nicely. Cross-court pass. Foul called as JB makes a nice junkyard dog pass. And will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
34. That's her 4th foul.
1:50 to go in a 3-point lead. We can make this a 2-possession game with a junkyard dog at the line.
That's going to get Caroline Hall out of the game. That's her 4th foul. I'm sure Coach wants to get her in if she can towards the end of the game to get some crucial points. Checking in is going to be Hannah Martin.
Not sure why they're putting her on the bench when they're going to have the ball here in a minute. Like right now, Martin, who just checked in, got the board. This is Rice. They're down 3, 1:45 to go. Big possession. Ball in the corner. They wanted the three, but Miller closed out on her pretty good. We've got a little bit of a size advantage with Hall out of the game.
I might look to see Coach Patton.
Here's I thought a charge, yes. She lowered the shoulder. Finally, we got the call as Rice lowered her shoulder and gets the charge. 1:29 to go.
I might look to see Coach Patton go small on this group right here.
36-33. We lead by 3. Sizemore to bring the ball in. She cannot run the baseline. And we struggle, finally get it into Miller. Miller needs to do a pullback dribble. Rips the ball to Sizemore. Harper, Pomeroy in the corner, brings it out of there, and we set it back out top again. Boy, and they just plow over Miller, and that's a good way to get an intentional foul called.
Yeah, didn't look like there was much effort to get the ball there.
Yeah.
That was a close one.
You got to just reach in and make it look like it's unintentional. Maybe you get away with a slap and maybe a deflection. So Miller will go to the line with a 3-point lead.
This is who we want on the line. Whitley Miller is a sure thing at the line by all standards.
Miller, 36-33, can make this a 2-possession game. Isaac guns it, makes it. Miller, 37-33. Cox locks, drops. 38-33. Pomeroy picks up Jarrett full court. Rice to bring it up. 1:14 to go. She's going to try to go all the way. Kicks the ball in the corner. Downtown shot is no good. And Rice scrambles after it. They maintain possession. And what do they call? A timeout.
Great defense there from Whitley Miller. Coming off the 2 free throws.
Still not sure why they don't have either Hall or Noel into the contest right now.
Yeah, you've got a minute left of the game. You got to get something going. Put your players in.
Not only for the shooting but for the rebounding. So we'll see if their Coach Reed decides to do that in a 5-point deficit.
It doesn't look to be so, Coach.
Yep.
Hall is standing off away from the huddle.
Well,
it looks like she might not even be back in the game before time sounds.
So for whatever reason, Hendersonville going with a shorter lineup.
Maybe they want to put more shooters in to give themselves a chance to get some
it.
shots up.
But
I don't understand it, though, Coach.
Yeah, I'd be trying to go inside and see if you can get Pierce to commit another foul.
Yeah, she's in the red zone for sure.
I thought Hall got good position on her last time. Okay, here we go. Hendersonville down 5, driving the baseline. There's the ghost play, kick it to the corner. Shot downtown. It was a good play, but no good. Sizemore with the board. Has the ball ripped away from her and a foul. And a nice-looking shot by Aldridge. It just didn't go. Good play set up by Hendersonville.
That's
38-33.
21, Hannah Martin.
38-33, 56.5. JB will walk 75 feet unguarded to the free throw line.
Great rebound there from JB. She went up and high pointed that ball, and that's a big rebound from a guard.
That's why I called her the junkyard dog. She eyes it, guns it. Off the back rim, no good. She's mad at herself. Bonds has not been back in. I doubt that she will ever say anything to the officials the rest of the year. JB short on this one. Hendersonville still in the game. It's 2 possession. 56 seconds left. Rolling past the timeline. This is Martin, and we have a collision down on the baseline. Martin is going to go to the line with the clock stopped and still 53 seconds left. And she'll receive, looks like 2 shots.
It's going to be Anna's 4th foul, maybe.
Yeah, they're bringing her out.
Reese
Pierce
Duggar
is out and Duggar back in for her. So neither team with a big post except right now, Noel is coming back in for Hendersonville. Shot, big miss. Noel in, 38-33. Martin for her second.
Hendersonville has been 0 for on all of their free throws this quarter.
And they did it again.
And they remain that way.
They got the rebound on the baseline but tapped it out of bounds. It will go to the Navy, white, and Auburn orange.
I take that back.
And a timeout right here. And, Coach, go ahead.
I take that back. Mac Noel hit 2. I missed him. I had him covered up.
Okay, we've got a 5-point game with 52 seconds left. Boys action coming up right after this. So Nashville Christian is going to be facing full court pressure. We'll see if it's man zone, how quickly they foul. They're going to have to foul pretty quickly because it is a 2-possession game. And our leading scorer for the night
For the night, it's going to remain Charlie Harper, I believe. We've got 10 in the first half and another 5 in the second half. And then right behind her is Whitley with 8 in the first half and 5 in the second.
Low-scoring game was tied at 22, and we're still not to 40 yet. So a tough defensive struggle with a lot of fouls in the contest. Nashville Christian sits Pierce down to have 5 handlers out there. We bring Duggar all the way back to clear her out for the press offense. They are face guarding 3 players, and we're going to run across the baseline and try to break somebody open, and we do. Harper trying to be double teamed. She gets rid of it to Miller. Miller past the timeline, 48 seconds. They reach, no foul. Harper, nice save. Pomeroy penetrates, left-hand dribble, whirls back out of that like Curly Neal. I wonder if anyone out there knows who that is. And now Miller is attacked and smacked from the back.
That's a tough one, too. That's borderline for me, Coach.
It is. Hendersonville has shown that they're not sure how to intentionally foul without making it look like an intentional foul. So Miller with a chance to actually, she can take this to a 3-possession game if she makes them both. Isaac guns it. Yes. 39-33. And Coach, they take Noel out again. I guess they're thinking 5 3-point shooters in the game. So
yeah,
that's probably
they've got to be wanting to shoot.
Yeah, Miller does not get that one to roll in. Here comes Hendersonville, still a chance, down by 6. And they throw it away on the baseline. That is going to make it really tough for the Commandos unless they get a turnover here.
Coach Patton wants to get this ball to Charlie Harper or Willie Miller. You gotta want one of them to have the ball.
Charlie comes open, but we throw it away as she was going in the wrong direction that the pass came. Hendersonville will call timeout and try to set up a quick play. I would assume they'll try to go for a quick 3 and a timeout. So we'll take a brief timeout with the score. At 26.4 seconds to go, Nashville Christian leading 39-33. Back in a moment. Hendersonville inbound down 6, 26.4 to go. They lob it out here. She doesn't see it, but she'll run it down. Rice brings it up, guarded by Harper. 23 seconds to go. Takes all the way in. Now they're going to cut the ball out to a 3, and it is good. Aldridge nails it. Was there a timeout? She didn't know how many she had, and they didn't call one. 14 seconds to go. Miller struggling past the timeline. I don't believe Hendersonville knew how many timeouts she had. And she went to the scoreboard during the or to the score table.
Whitley took one straight to the nose right there. I'll look for her to get a little time.
Boy, they really fouling intentionally. They're really fouling intentionally. 39-36.
Looks like the Pistons from the 90s.
Miller can come close to icing it. Crazier things have happened. But it would be difficult for them to get 2 baskets in 11.5 seconds. And she just made it a 2-possession game. Reagan Locke checks in defensively for Reese Duggar, so we've got a small lineup in there to guard their guards. We'll be gunning 3s. Miller, Isaac, guns it, yes. 5-point lead, 11.6, here we go. Rice down court. They kick again in the corner. While we're not out there guarding her, I don't know. She rims out a 3 that would have been a big one. Miller comes out of there with it, and she is horse-collared again.
Again, very borderline fouls there.
Little WWF action here, ladies and gentlemen.
It seems like the pent-up frustration from this game may be boiling over.
So that secures the game. Miller will go to the line to end this thing. 41-33, 3 seconds to go. Good win. We'll go to 6-0. Miller bricks the first one off the rim, no good. That one didn't look good at all. She didn't feel good about it. She may be seeing double vision after these hits. Makes that one, 42-36. 3 seconds, and the clock will run out as Hendersonville will launch a midcourt shot. And good-looking shot hits the back of the rim. So tonight's contest ends with Nashville Christian with a nice win, 42-36. We're going to have Coach add up the totals for our team for the night while we talk about the upcoming game with the boys. And so Hendersonville boys also going to be presenting a formidable challenge for us. And we'll be bringing you doubleheader action here in about 15 minutes. Before we take a break, Coach, do a little math there and our highlights for the girls.
All right, so highlights are going to come from Charlie Harper and Whitley Miller, our two offensive threats. But Charlie's going to finish with 15, and Whitley's going to finish with all those free throws down the stretch. She's going to finish with 18. But I think the big talk of the game is going to be Anna Pierce, with her limiting all three of Henderson's big post players to less than 6 points. Every post player had less than 6 points, and Anna was just working hard, and Reese as well on those posts in there. The work that she put in was a truly selfless act. That's what you want to see out of your teammates.
Right. And the rest of our scoring?
The rest of our scoring, we have Ava Pomeroy with 8. We have Anna Pierce with 2.
All right, that'll wrap it up for the girls' action. Our girls go to 6-0, 42-36. We'll be back in about 14 minutes.